for new looks, both for the Wildcat logo and for the basketball team uniforms. It was a season for new achievements, with 25 wins and a Big East Conference Tournament championship. It was a season for old traditions, with a return to the NCAA tournament and outstanding performances by all the Wildcats. It was a season of promise and purpose for the Villanova University Wildcat basketball program. But most of all, it was a season of pride. Villanova Wildcats began this season of pride with a grand celebration on October 28th, officially known as Wildcat Roar 94. On this night, the Villanova University community rekindled the memories of great Wildcat achievements from the past, with the reunion of Villanova's 1985 NCAA championship team. Recognize Steve Lapis and his squad for their 1994 National Invitation Tournament championship. Wildcat Roar was a night for the Cats to recall their glorious past and to look forward to an outstanding future. That future began with the Great Alaska Shootout over Thanksgiving weekend, highlighted by the Cats' third-place finish with a nail-biting 82-81 victory over perennial power Louisville. Upon their return from Alaska, the Wildcats won their home opener, an 80-59 win against Marist, then beat Seton Hall 98-75 in the Big East Conference opener for both teams. Highly ranked by most preseason publications, the Wildcats had begun with a strong start, but faced their first true test of the season on December 8th in a nationally televised clash with then number 1 ranked North Carolina. The Tar Heels beat the Cats that night 75-66, despite a game-high 22 points by junior All-American Kerry Kittles and an outstanding performance by sophomore center Jason Lawson, who outscored his old high school rival Rasheed Wallace 15-4 and pulled down 8 rebounds in 40 minutes of play. The new-look Cats lost a close one to St. Joe's, a traditionally tough Big 5 opponent at the Palestra. Villanova returned to its winning ways on December 22nd with a 31-point win over Richmond, 101-70. It was their largest margin of victory of the season and was the debut performance for sophomore forward Chuck Cornegay, who had 11 points and 12 rebounds. The Cats went on to beat Rider and Delaware to end the first half of the 1994-95 season. As the new year began, the Wildcats, who had been picked to finish 4th in the Big East Conference during the preseason, were out to prove themselves better than their critics predicted. The Cats defeated Boston College handily, 89-66. But in a Big Monday ESPN televised game, the Cats lost a last-second decision to then number 8 ranked Syracuse, 61-60. January 14th on, however, there was no better team in the nation than the Villanova Wildcats. The Cats during the next month went on an 11-game win streak, including 10 straight in the always grueling Big East Conference. streak began on the road at Gainesville, Florida. It was there during a nationally televised contest with the University of Florida that the Wildcats sent their message to the nation. Harry Kittles and junior forward Eric Evers each scored 21 points to lead the Cats. But it was senior guard and co-captain Jonathan Haynes who hit the game-winning shot at the buzzer to give Villanova a 72-70 upset of the then number 15 ranked Gators. As one CBS announcer put it, Cats know how to celebrate on CBS. Villanova came home to beat a stubborn Pittsburgh team 71-69. In another nationally televised thriller, the Cats upset the then number 10 ranked Georgetown Hoyas in front of over 17,000 at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. The Cats collected a 66-60 win thanks to a game-high 21 points from Jonathan Haynes. The win at Miami, followed by an 88-67 win against Providence, earned Harry Kittles Big East Conference Player of the Week for the second time this season. One of the keys to Villanova's outstanding season, Kittles went on to break the single-season and career record for most times named Big East Conference Player of the Week. No other Big East player in the 15-year history of the league had ever been named Player of the Week more than 5 times in his career. Kittles earned it 5 times this season, 7 times so far in his career. Playing without their injured leader, Jonathan Haynes, Kittles and the Wildcats were still rolling into February when they won their 6th straight with a 78-62 nationally televised victory over St. John's at Madison Square Garden. Kittles scored 24 points. Evers had 23. It was at Pittsburgh that Kittles turned in one of the most remarkable performances in Villanova's season. With 3:50 remaining in regulation, Kittles had scored only 9 points. He finished the night with 26, including 10 of Villanova's 16 overtime points, en route to a thrilling 79-76 victory. As Coach Lapis piloted his team to another win, he also earned his 100th college career coaching victory.
Get out, good, Jerry, go! Make splits and reverse the ball. Look inside, let's go. You guys got it. Chuck and Jay, you were both right behind them. Get wide and fill the lanes. Come on, we don't want to get turnovers like that. I'm telling you, there was everybody running in the middle of the floor there that
night. An 81-67 win over Seton Hall was the 9th in a row for the Cats. 4 players scored in double figures. Leading the way was Harry Kittles with 23 points. Eric Evers had 19, including 3 3-point shots in a row in the second half. Jason Lawson had 15 points, while Chuck Cornegay had 11. The Wildcats' winning ways continued with an emotional 89-87 overtime victory at the Spectrum over the then number 11 ranked Syracuse. Cats were out to avenge their last-second loss earlier in the season. Kittles and Lawson each scored 20 points, while Evers added 17. Cornegay capped his 14-point night with a game-winning slam, and the Spectrum exploded. And then came the game of the year. Connecticut had just been voted number 1 in the nation, and they were playing the hottest team in the nation in front of a national TV audience. With their winning streak on the line, the Wildcats came through like champions, beating the Huskies at both ends of the court. Kittle scored 37 points, the highest point total an opposing player had scored against Connecticut in 15 years of Big East competition. It was indeed a time to celebrate on CBS. Perhaps a bit nervous playing in front of the country's first band, the Cats stumbled at the U.S. Air Arena and lost to Georgetown. The Wildcats rebounded with a 78-74 Big Five win over Penn that saw the return of Jonathan Haynes. The Cats defeated St. John's for their 13th Big East win, their highest win total ever in the league, and clinched the second seed in the Big East Conference Tournament. February 28th, the Wildcats helped Steve Lapis collect his 50th victory as Villanova's head coach with a 92-68 win over Boston College. In addition, the Cats boosted their home record at the DuPont Pavilion, the on-campus home of Wildcat basketball, to 10-1, while collecting their 22nd victory of the season. The pavilion was electrified as the crowd saw Kerry Kittles collect a career-high 44 points in the game. It was the highest single-game scoring total by a Wildcat in 25 years and second highest in the 15-year history of the Big East. Prior to the start of the Big East tournament, Kerry Kittles was named the Big East Conference Player of the Year. He is the first Wildcat basketball player to ever win that coveted award. He also won the league scoring title and was named to the league's first team for the second consecutive season. Also recognized for outstanding league seasons were Eric Ebers and Jason Lawson, who earned all Big East second-team honors. In their first round game, the Cats beat Boston College 68-64, then advanced to the tournament championship game for the first time since 1988 with a 90-75 victory over Providence. In the finals, number 1 seed, Connecticut. Wildcats capped off a remarkable season of achievement and advancement by accomplishing the one feat a Villanova team had never done before. They beat Connecticut 94-78 to win their first ever Big East Conference Tournament championship. The Wildcats finished the season with 25 victories, only the 5th team in Villanova history to reach that magic number for wins. They advanced to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1991 and were ranked number 9 in the final Associated Press Top 25 poll, their highest ever final ranking. Records and firsts, honors and awards, victories and championships, all were part of the colorful tapestry that the 1994-95 Villanova Wildcats wove during their season of pride.
Another night, another dream, but always it's like a vision of love that